teams are in here for the Challenge Cup Final 2025. So let's start first of all with Warrington Wolves. And yes, Sam Burgess has done it, hasn't he? He's put Lachlan Fitzgibbon in at second row. That for me is a massive, massive gamble. I was there last week when Fitzy went down with his knee. Didn't look good. That for me is a big, big gamble. Of course, Stefan Ratchford on the bench, as Sam said he would be. So we've got Stefan Ratchford on the bench, and also Geordie Crowther, no place for Max Wood today. Philbin and Harrison also on the bench for the Wire. Other than that, it's pretty much as you thought it would be for Warrington Wolves this afternoon. As for the Robins, well, Mickey McAloram's in at 9. That again is a massive gamble. We were saying this on the Robin pod. I think I said it on the Robin pod. I don't think I said it on Weekly. But Mickey McAloram has got a muscle injury. He's not got a bone injury. He's got a muscle injury. And you can do the chambers. And don't get me wrong, there's a gamble with Williams as well. Of course there is. But with the treatment, with the chambers that they can go into to sort out bone injuries, maybe less of a gamble where Williams concerned. Whereas Mickey McAloram, he's 4 weeks early from a muscle injury. That, for me, is a massive gamble. Yes, they want him to do about 20 minutes. If he can do 20 minutes, what we know about him, he's very much like Sam Powell. Sam Powell will do a lot of heavy work in the middle. He'll put some big shots on, big hits. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that one goes. If he can get 20 minutes out of McAloram, that'll probably be a fantastic effort from Mickey Mac. It'll be interesting to see how he goes. And of course, Jez Litton coming in off the bench, and we know that Jez Litton is quality. I mean, he's close to being an 80-minute number 9 now, is Jez Litton, and what he'll do is inject pace at the play of the ball. So if they can get 20 out of Mickey Mac, and then they can bring Jez Litton on, that's going to be potent, I think, for the Robins today. That's going to be good for them. It's going to be fascinating to see JWH going up against Paul Vaughan in the middle. Of course, Luke Yates starting in the front row as well. So many great battles throughout the team. Aaron Linden up on the left edge. Toby King also back, of course, for the Warrington Wolves. He partners Roderick Tye. And I think the fullbacks are going to have a massive part to play. Jack Broadbent, Matt Duffy. That, for me, is a colossal battle today. Either of them could win the Lads Todd Trophy. There's so many candidates today for the Lads Todd. Yes, there's Lewis. Yes, there's Williams. There's also Duffy. There's Broadbent. There's Jez Litton. There's just so many. You can list so many off. I think there's a lot of value, though. The further down you go that roster, I think the likes of Jez Litton, Jack Broadbent, these type of players, I think for me, they have got a real chance today of getting the Lance Todd Trophy. So rather than go for the likes of Williams and Lewis, where the odds are a little bit tighter, I think if you're looking for some value, the value is in the likes of Broadbent's, Jez Litton's, because they could easily walk away today with the Lance Todd. So for me, it's so. The closer the kick-off it gets, the more interesting this gets. It's a fascinating final. It really is. It will mean so much to the Robins to win this one, but also the Wire. The Wire at the moment, it's looking unlikely that they're going to get to the grand final. The Robins today, if they were to lose this game, they will bounce back, and I expect them to be in the grand final this year. So, it's going to be really interesting to see how this one goes this afternoon. Let's hope that Rugby League is the winner. I'm sure it will be. The atmosphere is building. Congratulations as well to the Wigan Warriors. We called it on Super League Raw Weekly, didn't we, that we felt that the Wigan Warriors were going to be too much for Saints. Ladies and gentlemen, where the women's game's concerned, there are new bosses in town. Wigan Warriors mean business. They have absolutely battered Saints. They battered York Valkyrie. They battered the Leeds Rhinos. They are the team now to beat in Women's Rugby League. It's great for the women's game that the fourth team now has come into the mix, and they have dominated Saints today. Dominated them. So that's a major problem now for the likes of Saints, who, let's be fair, invested in their women's roster very, very early, didn't they? And they got the jump on the likes of the Leeds and etc. And okay, don't get me wrong, the likes of Valkyrie, of course, they've won the Women's Super League. We know that. But Saints have been a very dominant force in Women's Rugby League, and let's be fair, they've laid the platform for the women's game in the British game. So we've got to show a lot of respect to St Helens in terms of the platform that they've tried to set, and of course the amount amount of girls now that are playing on Park Fields is a wonderful, wonderful thing. But today, they might have been late to the party, but finally the Wigan Warriors have showed their teeth where it comes to the women's game, and they today have been outstanding, fully deserving of the Challenge Cup. And for me, I'm going to say now, they will do the treble in 2025, and the likes of York Valkyrie, Leeds Rhinos and St Helens, they're going to have to do some, because Dennis Betts has got a very, very good team there. So well done to the Wigan Warriors, absolutely outstanding. So there you go, we're still in the concourse. We're 1 hour away from kickoff. We might do a live in the ground as well, but yeah, atmosphere is building as always. The rugby league community coming together as only the rugby league community can do. You know, the fans mingling really, really well. We've seen so many different shirts. There's a Wigan classic, Norweb, no less. So we've got a Wigan Classic shirt in and around us. A lot of Warrington KR fans. We've seen Giants fans. We've seen Leeds Rhinos. We've seen Halifax Panthers. We've seen Bradford Bulls. We've seen everybody. This is what makes our sport what it is. Only rugby league can bring together fans from opposite colours and really, really nail it. And we've nailed it yet again. The Challenge Cup is a very, very special thing indeed. Unlike the grand final, it tends to be a little bit more who is in the final. Yeah, you see the odd shirt here and there, but when it comes to the Challenge Cup final, it's a festival of rugby league. It really is. You know, it's alive, it's a rugby league family event, and it's humbling to be in the presence of quality sporting fans. That's what the rugby league community is all about. We know it's the greatest game on earth. We know it's played by the greatest athletes on earth, and today that is where we're at. So yeah, I'm getting excited. Really, really good atmosphere here today at Wembley. If you're watching it from home, then enjoy the game. I'm sure you will. And yeah, once the atmosphere starts to build and we're in the stadium, we might do another live. But hey, from me to you here at Wembley in the concourse, the teams are in. Who's going to win? Well, we'll find out in the next 3 hours. From me to you, bye for now. All the best.